Guys, it's your boy Miss Death with my boy Mischief here, back at BKD Division 2 with another one. We're gonna talk about something here. My boy Mischief here just said he wants to have kids when he's 25, and I'm saying, don't fucking have kids, okay? I'm gonna tell people right now, kids are enjoyment, they're awesome, but once they hit that 3, 4 year old, bro, it turns into fucking the poltergeist. It turns into the Exorcist. It turns into Hellraiser. You got a 3 year, a 1.5, 2 year old. You're trying to potty train, right? You go in the living room. You go to the bathroom like 30 seconds. There's a bunch of shit on the walls. Yeah, you're stuck cleaning poo poo. You're stuck cleaning shit off the walls. It's an awesome time. It's like, it's in my finger, it's in my hair, it's on my clothes. Then she throws a dirty pull up in your face and it's got pee pee. You go put her down for a nap, then you try to take a nap, give her a snack, you give her about 14,000 milligrams of melatonin to knock her out, or knock him out.
So loud, please.
Just so you can get a little peace and quiet. But no, seriously, do not give your kids 14,000 milligrams of melatonin. Don't take that. Don't do that. That's just me using sarcasm to prove a point. Yeah, and then you have to worry about them trying to stick pennies in electrical sockets. Yeah, it's a wonderful time. Kids are an enjoyment and a fucking misery nightmare. They might make you want to tear your fucking hair out of your fucking head and go bald.
Bald.
If you have some nice flaky long hair, do not have kids. If your woman gets baby sickness from seeing a cute little baby, don't let that bullshit fool you, because she will goddamn suck you dry for 20 fucking years for literally supporting an actual human being. But if you don't wear a condom, that's 9 months later a baby pops out.
Yeah, I do be going in raw.
You dumbass, you just said that on my video. This is what is wrong with kids. Mischief is 20, he's a kid. He's a kid, bear me, okay? Listen to this guy. He just said, I go in full on raw, I go in 50 shades of deep.
Dude, I was wearing a shirt today that literally says I heart sluts.
That's even worse. You're proving my point, man. You're proving I heart those sluts, man. I like some big old badunkadunks. Badunkadunks and hot, shady young girls that will do anything for a blunt. That's my boy Mischief here. Your other one. Says, do you have another one?
Mommy pleaser.
What the fuck kind of kinky shit you into? You into some kinky shit, boy. You got mommy issues?
No, I don't. I just like fuck moms.
Whoa. You know what that is? That's a Pornhub channel ready to come out. Damn! Pornhub! Mommy Fucker 2000, Penetrator 6000 Deluxe XL.
What is that?
BKD OnlyFans?
Oh my god, this mother... Wow. Hashtag Oni fanbase. Next thing you know, he's getting paid thousands of dollars to take a picture of a six-pack. Ladies, watch out. He's taking Cash App payments and direct deposit.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I don't know if you're screwing with me or you're just like, I am just gonna absolutely agree with everything he's gonna say so I can fuck with his head.
No, like bro, I dead ass have those shirts.
Oh my god. I don't give a fuck. You're my son. Yep, you heard it, people. Adopted son, Mischief, the troublemaker, the mama pleaser, the penetrator, the counterclockwise licker, the watermelon finisher, everything in between. You heard it. He's coming near your neighborhood near you.
John,
What?
I sent you a text.
God damn it. I went down.
Hey, man, come in here.
Go in the living room, please.
Oh wow. Hit by the goo.
Yep, and I am too. Shit, no, I'm getting cummed on.
I just got that.
I'm getting cummed on. That's a dirty bitch right there. He just tried to come in my ear. Come here, you little dirty fucker. I don't want your daddy milk. Get away from me. Ah, I cured the daddy milk process. I thought I was going to be filled with a bunch of 32 children right there. Oh, no. It was going to be a clusterfuck and a family reunion. Sweet home Alabama.
Fuck,
And it's okay to marry your sister and marry your mother in the state of Alabama. Did you know that?
Is it really?
Yep. Absolutely. That's why more priests in that state have about a cyclops eye and shark teeth in their mouth.
Jesus.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Honestly, bro, I wouldn't be fucking surprised. When I was living in Alabama.
Oh, you have some stories to share, because I want to hear all the juicy details.
And not only from the racism into the sister loving and all that, bro, they were wild.
Wild, like what are we talking about? Like Girls Gone Wild or Jerry Springer Wild?
Jerry Springer
Oh
wild.
no. That reminds me of a saying. Fuck you, Thunder. You can suck my dick.
Suck my dick.
You can't hear me because you're just God's farts.
Oh yeah.
That's Alabama in a nutshell, people. You know, if you go down to Alabama, you're gonna see some brother and sister love action on a tugboat. And now what you're gonna say is like, bite me with your shark teeth. My name is Barely, and I do crystal meth on my woman's booty, which is my sister. Wow, that's bad if I think about that. Wow, that is really bad. Oh my god. You know what? That was beautiful.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So how you doing, John? It's okay. I sucked some gasoline out of my woman's booty hole to get high. You know that right there, that gasoline high shit. That's a real thing, man. I don't know. People be huffing fucking goddamn, what is it? Carfetti. You know, I want some of that carfetti, man. No, you don't. You want to know why? Because it's gonna make your heart explode like a xenomorph popped out of your chest. It's alive. Precious.
Lord of the Rings.
Precious. You know, when you walk, you know, if you go down to Alabama and you hear this, precious, run. That's a meth head. She's like this, and there's a song after it. Last night I saw a crack kid stealing my stereo. Last night on my patio, she had my Xbox was attached. My TV wasn't a sec. She tried to sell it for a little bit of crack. She's high as a horse, smoking crack, of course. She does sex favors in the back of alley's course. She thinks she's not tweaking on nothing, but she's tweaking on something. Process. This is all real shit. I'm telling you, this is how the world's coming through. You know, we have a Down syndrome fruitcake that has dementia as a president. You know, I seriously wonder why this country's so fucked up. You know, we have a president that likes to huff his children's hair. How creepy is that? How creepy is that shit? You got a dad that likes to huff your hair, walk up to you, right? Walk up to you secretly, just acting like everything's okay. Everything's gonna be fine. Right? And he just walks up to you and does this. Hair. That would creep me the fuck right out. If my father did that to me, bro, I would fucking smack this shit out of him. I would smack the white out of him and turn him black or blue than a fucking Shiner from Rocky. Oh, Daddy, no, you ain't smoke my hair, dude. You on some drugs. You ain't on Mary Jane. You on some bath salts. That motherfucker looks like he snorts more fucking Valium than a fucking goddamn, what's the fuck? The fucking Joe Biden smokes more Valium and snorts it more than a fucking anorexic patient. Okay? Wow. Yeah, that's bad on my part. That anorexic. Yep, kids, it's okay to do drugs. You want to know why? Because you'll lose weight. Don't be like Joe Biden. I approve this message.
I approve this message. Fuck.
Vote for Donald Trump. He was better.
100%.
My name is Donald T. Trump. I am a former president of the United States. I will approve this message. It's going to make America great again. We're going to close the border of Mexico. I did not say that. Scratch that out. We're going to stop immigration.
Yeah, that border's not closing anytime soon.
Yeah, that's the truth. He's got me.
Yeah, because I literally told you I worked that one. I worked at an immigration
We're gonna
facility.
stop all the Mexican stabbings. We're gonna make it great again. We're gonna approve the stimulus checks for your approval. Yeah, give us those other stimulus checks because the people that are veterans, I want to say something real now. I want to say something real. People don't understand this. You know, the world's getting more fucking goddamn financially unstable. Everything's going up in supermarkets, superstores. Okay, you think about this. The stimulus checks were helping small businesses keep their businesses afloat so they wouldn't have to fire all their employees. Now, if you, and we're stopping the jokes because I'm going to talk about something really fucking 100% facts. Like, you go around and think about everything that's wrong in the fucking world and all the inflation, you know, all the fucking things that are wrong with society and the fucking goddamn economy. Well, if you go to a freaking supermarket and you see a gallon of milk that was like last month $2 and then it goes up to $4, that is literally a pyramid scam. That is a crock of fucking shit because it doesn't take $4 to make a fucking goddamn bottle of plastic. It takes 5 cents to make a bottle of plastic. So if you count the 5 cents and then you count like the dollar to rent or use the freaking machine that pasteurized the milk out of the cow, it takes $1.50. But then you got to think about, oh, the stores have to make a profit too. They can make a profit off $1. They literally can make, you know, even if it was $2.50 a gallon, you know, that's cheaper than $4 or $5 at some convenience stores. And then you got no supermarkets. Then you got convenience stores selling it for fucking $6, $7, $8 a gallon of milk.
That is true.
So you think about all these facts that I'm talking about in this fucking video, you will see what I'm going to explain and why people really need to get their fucking heads out of the ass and think, oh, the world's perfectly fine. No, I have no time to sugarcoat shit. I have no time. This YouTube channel is for my community, advertising it, and making sure I can talk about topics with my clanmates, my friends. So we're gonna go to a different subject that we talked about a little bit, how the fucking economy is going to shit. If you remember when the COVID-19 epidemic hit, it was hard as fuck for everyone to get a PlayStation 5. It was hard as fuck for everyone to get a new Xbox. Do you know why this is?
No.
Well, I'll tell you. Simple, it was one part. One simple part. That's it. The CPU on the motherboard. The CPU is the new highest performance part in gaming and electronics because this CPU, they found out when they were production the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series S and their digital consoles, they were going to use the highest performance processing power that is the same CPU in all the new PCs and all the new cell phones. That's why you can play these high-end games like Call of Duty and other games like Pokemon Go and MMORPGs like MU3 Overlord or Seven Deadly Sins or One Punch Man World. You know, all these cool games that are coming out, you can play at 60 frames per second now on a fucking smartphone. But back in 2019, those CPU chips weren't around enough for the consumers and the companies to manufacture these consoles. So if you take that into a factor, that causes lack of production, lack of resources. And if you have lack of resources in a goddamn console. You're not going to be able to produce the full-on performance. Simple math. And that literally made it. Oh shit! I almost went down. That right there made it to where it was a lack of performance, a lack of productivity, and a lack of product for them to release. That's why, they sold out of Series X's and PS5s within the first 2 weeks, because there wasn't enough for Microsoft and Sony to manufacture more. And that's why it took all the way to 2023 to manufacture more consoles on a steady base. That's a crock of shit. That's another pyramid scheme. They tell you these things to literally tell you, but here's the thing. A computer part is literally all it is copper, gold, and aluminum. But these days they use copper and aluminum and probably a little bit of titanium. Titanium is about 60 cents to a dollar per enough to make a CPU. So if it's a dollar for the titanium and the copper is super fucking cheap in bulk. If copper is literally running about 50 cents per fucking CPU, and then the fucking goddamn the other material, which is roughly about 35 to 40 cents of material to make one. Hold on. So you take those three numbers, right? You take those three numbers, and it takes about $3.50 to manufacture these items.
Okay.
And they're selling them for a squawking total amount as in $250 for a brand new CPU chip. That is triangle robbery. That is literally robbing your consumer base. That is something that PlayStation, Nintendo, Microsoft, and Xbox have been doing since video games were allowed to be put online.
Mm-hmm.
You'll look at the difference between what a cartridge cost and what a basic fucking CD when they started putting games. The manufacture rate was not more. It was actually less. To a cartridge was literally all it was freaking titanium and freaking plastic and copper. That's all it was, copper and titanium.
Mm-hmm.
Because they only put a chip, not a CPU. To make a cartridge, it would take literally 2 cents on the dollar. And 2 cents on a dollar is literally just a way of explaining it took $2 to manufacture their fucking cartridges.
Okay.
So it takes about $5 now to manufacture the CDs or the Blu-rays, which all games are put now on Blu-rays. It takes $5 to manufacture that disc. And the only reason they're selling games on the Xbox One X at the time, the PS4, for $60 was their profits. So they're overcharging for their profits.
Not surprised.
Now, if they're charging $70 for their games now, which is the base form of the game, $70 for a brand new fucking copy, what if I told you it only actually takes $10 to make these discs? So they're charging you $60 for a product that they could be cutting down, but they had to make that much because they lost a shit ton of freaking money in COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Bet you never learned something new, didn't you, fucking Mystic?
I did. I really did.
So
And now, if I really think about it, it makes sense. Like, it really does make complete sense.
I've been in the video game industry and the scene for years, so, talking about these subjects and, like, giving information to people that, either are going to watch our streamers or to watch our YouTubers and our Facebook streamers. This is stuff that we want to give to the people when it's just two people in a video talking about subjects. Now, look at it like this. Let's go to a different video game subject. Microsoft and PlayStation, aka Xbox and PlayStation. Xbox, I'm going to say something for everyone to know this. This is something that people don't know, and this is happening on PC through Steam, Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PlayStation. Do you know that there are programs out there, Mischief, that literally people, all they do is take a picture of your gamer tag, and they can lock you, or your PlayStation username, and they can lock you out of your account?
Come on.
That's something I did not know.
Well, it almost happened to my brother James yesterday, which is upstairs on his PS5 right now, and it happened to a couple of my friends, and it happened to me on Xbox. Because I told you, I don't remember if you remember this or not, but
I do.
my Xbox account, how it got stolen and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So this has been going on for years. Then there's PlayStation Ambassador, Xbox Ambassador, Nintendo Ambassador groups. Do you know what those are? They are basically cybersecurity. They are toxic. They do not care about your well-being. They only care about literally fucking just not even doing their job right. So by doing this, they listen to the attacker's side and they don't listen to your side of the story. And then they just literally lock you out of your account. And it's happened to my friends. My friends have gotten suspended over gamer pictures, profile pictures, and online usernames.
Okay.
So all these things that Ambassador. Then there's something called PlayStation Enforcement, Xbox Enforcement, and Nintendo Enforcement. These are the real teams that are actually worser than Ambassador because of the simple fact of what they do. They are the people that get your account suspended. They literally go over the report, file it, put it through the system, and they will hit your email that's tied to your account, and you will be notified that you're suspended. So the ambassadors go around informing these enforcement officers. They're cybersecurity online officers that work with PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo, and PC. And their jobs is to actually literally look at the report to see if it's authentic and 100% genuine, and they do not.
That's dusty as all hell.
They're also supposed to literally get a hold of the player to ask their side of the story. And if they're the person who's an ambassador, this report doesn't add up, they get fired. And that hasn't been going on for the past 5 years.
I can't explain it, honey.
So there's a lot of Xbox, PlayStation, and PC and Nintendo are basically allowing cyberbullying to go around. And it's okay, yeah, we're going to allow this person to steal from this person of like $3,000, no big deal. And we're not going to refund them. That is highly illegal. So, you know, Mischief, what's your opinion on these topics I'm talking about? Can you give any ideas to people?
So my opinion on this. This topic is something that needs to be learned.
Dealt with.
Yeah, it needs to be learned and dealt with. What I meant by learned is more spread out. Because not a lot of people do know about this. I didn't know about this until you told me. So we need more awareness, which we are doing right now. And we need to get something fixed. And I think this is not going to get fixed until enough people of each community come up and actually do something about it.
I mean, that's why me and Mischief and a bunch of other people are gathering other communities I've been collaborated with through other platforms for years. And they're changing all their main tags to PRB, which is BKD's main sub-branch. We are going around asking people and giving people this information to literally stop this shit and also literally help people along the way and do fundraisers and charities to help stop the struggles in the world. And these type of things that are happening, see, back in my day, I remember when video games didn't have no internet. You blew in a fucking cartridge and you put it in your console. Online bullying, people losing their accounts, getting like my friend, what's his name? Not Christopher, not Boba Fett. My friend Branch Tag is on PlayStation now because he had an account that held over 2.1 million gamer score. His account was worth the same as my account, but my account was worth a little more due to the fact that my account had 3.7 million, and me and him were in the top 50 highest gamer scores in the world. And he lost his house, he lost his car, he lost his family because of this person. And this person is literally called Agent Cassidy or Assassin Honora. And there's a few other people in her group. Evo or Exodia and Cairo Kotan and Timothy. Now, Timothy and me used to be friends before I found out he was doing this shit to people with the other individuals I mentioned. And they go around and they literally make you feel like you're so fucking unworthless, and they literally manipulate you. What's up, John Wick? Just got into my YouTube video. This is my buddy John Wick.
Yo.
But freaking no, these people, they have a group that is a small community of 300 people, and they are hackers, and they go around. As soon as they go into your party, they will steal your account, lock you out of your bank accounts, and literally make you. They did it to 10 of my friends. 10 of my friends just got unhomeless since 2019. And I want to make this series on YouTube and this series on Twitch to literally spread awareness that this shit needs to be stopped. I have had friends that one of my friends named Arnold is an old school, like 50s-year-old that plays Tetris and freaking Galagar and streams these old school games on Twitch. He just recently lost his house because of this shit. So what's your opinion on this, Sam Wick and Mischief, about the hacker groups going around targeting actually decent, good people and making them become homeless because they want to be toxic fucking pricks?
In my opinion, everybody knows we have the good hackers, and then we have the bad hackers. So, yeah, necessarily they're not good, but what they do with their abilities makes them good or bad. I would say that the people that actually do steal money from people, try to make people homeless, all of that, they need to be stopped. And there's not really much that we can do unless we try to expose them, but people are afraid of that.
What is your opinion on this, John Wick?
Honestly, this is the first time I'm hearing about it. I don't really know how to feel about it since it hasn't happened to me.
It's happened to me. It's happened to other people I know. I mean, like, can you give any advice on people how to, like, make this shit not happen? You know, I have a couple suggestions.
Just be worried who you friend on PlayStation.
Exactly.
Who you give
Or
your account to.
Xbox or PC or, you know, stuff like that. I mean, there is a way to stop this, and that's literally making sure you only play with a select few people in your community or whatever you're a part of. By doing this, you literally you make the chances less. You also appear yourself offline and make it to where as soon as they start texting you and you see something like, oh, that don't seem right, you know, that seems like, oh, that seems fishy, block them. As soon as they're offering you like things like this, free modded account like trophy score and gamer score, block them. They're literally, you're gonna fall into the trap that my nephew did. He got offered 100,000, 100,000 or 200,000. Like, it was 1,000 for every $10. And this is another way that hackers get you on any platform. They will ask for gift cards. They're called Fisher hackers. They literally give you programs. They give you literally really cashier, like, it looks 100% authentic. And as soon as they get what they want, they fucking tap into your internet modem and they fucking hack your shit. They're thieves. But like John said, just be careful. Be careful of who you talk to, and if you get messages like that, just block them. Just block them because it's not worth it. Like you could have a trophy level 600, and you could have like over like 700 games on your account that you bought since PS3. Don't do it. Don't be the dumb blonde that literally thinks she's gonna win the lottery by giving $10 gift cards. Don't be that dumb bitch. But I want to go to a different subject. Real quick. Anybody notice how stores in every city are having troubles keeping employees? Like, no one wants to work.
Yeah, I did notice that.
Like, you go to GameStop, and GameStop will be, say it's open on their door till like uh, 9 at night, 10 at night, but when you go there, the fucking store is closed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you go to a 7-Eleven or a Mobile or Sheik's, any convenience store, even like grocery stores are closing earlier because they have a lack of employees that want to work. And this is what's also wrong with some younger kids that are under, 20 and don't have any form of structure. They want to sit home and play video games all day. I support that. But have a fucking job. Don't be like those kids on Fortnite stealing from their parents. Haha, I spent $4,000 on my parents' credit card and I spent it on Fortnite. This is something else that's happening. I've seen it on Facebook. I've seen it on, like, Instagram. I've seen it on TikTok. I've seen it everywhere. And it's kind of like, fuck you. Like, you're not going to do anything about it. But in reality, you have kids that are stealing from their parents. Now, Mischief and John Wick, what would have happened if you did that shit?
Oh, I would have got kicked out the fucking house and beat to death.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, this is what is wrong. So, John, what's your opinion on that factor? That shit's
My
going...
opinion, shit. I come from a black household. If I done that, yeah,
It's game over?
no.
It's game over?
Yeah, it's game over for us.
That's the same thing with me. They come from black households. I come from a white family that's old school as fuck with morals up the ass. One time when I was younger, I decided, I don't have any money. I'm too young. I can't get a job. At the time I was under 15 because 15 you can work at a grocery store stocking. I was like 13, 14 at the time. I borrowed some. I thought this was the emergency funds in the household. I wanted to get myself a game. So I went in my mom's room, took out $100. Find out it's actually the Christmas money and she didn't write it on the envelope. So I didn't get kicked out of the house. I got my ass beat. And this is what needs to happen when the new generation of kids that are like 10, 15. Because here's the thing. There's a difference between full-on slaughtering a kids and giving them a good ass whooping. I've been in Walmart and I've been in other stores like Savers, Sears, which Sears ain't around anymore, Radio Shack. Yes, I went old school there. Radio Shack. I was in a store, and this is how when I first started noticing this. Blockbuster. Yeah, I went old school as fuck there. The rental service when you could go in on the weekends and rent a movie with a game on your N64 or your original Xbox, stuff like that. I was in the store. I was 10 years old. I wanted a game, and I was actually 12. I wanted a game for my N64, and I couldn't find Majora's Mask anywhere. All my friends were talking mad crazy about it. I go in there, and there's this kid that got the last Majora's Mask copy, and I was like, fuck. He called his mother a cunt and called her a fat bitch. That woman smacked the shit out of that child and made that child's hair turn from black to red. Like, I heard the screams coming from the fucking Mona Lisa's eyeballs. And that's if you give your kids an ass whooping and they're able to walk, you're doing it right. Because kids these days are just cruel, disrespectful. Boys and girls are calling their mother bitches and the c word and asshole and fat cow. No, know what would have happened if I did that shit? I would have had my jaw would have been dislocated. What about you, John and
For real.
Mischief?
I just know better.
Yeah,
We
we
know
know
better.
better.
We
We
know
know
better.
better.
He's like, we
Oh
know
my
better. You know,
god.
we know better. That's exactly my point. I know better. I will say this one time. I called my mom a bitch one time. Oh no. I told Mischief about this story. This is actually a funny one. My mom ran at me, slammed me against the wall, slapped me in my face like a punch, like Mike Tyson punch out. Smacked me so hard I saw the the face of God that day because and then I never spoke to my mom in that way or any form of way close to that ever again because I know better. I don't care how old your mom is. If you call your mom that, dude, you deserve to be a pile of horse shit.
For real.
For real.
Now, me
Now, me
personally, I
personally,
feel
I
like
feel
it's
like it's
okay
okay
to
to
use
use
language,
language,
dual cuss
dual cuss
words
words
around your
around your
parents.
parents.
But
But
once you
once you
start
start
directing it
directing it
towards
towards
them,
them,
Oh no, you're done. It's game
exactly.
over.
exactly.
It's game over. You might as well just freaking goddamn pack your bags and try to run.
Like
Like
you wouldn't
you
even
wouldn't
be
even be
alive if it
alive if it
wasn't for
wasn't
them.
for them.
Like your
Yeah, you
mother.
might
You
have a
might have a
shitty
shitty
life,
life,
but
but
you
you
can't really
can't
be
really
too
be too
mad.
mad.
Not really, no. You know, parents, your mother, and I'm gonna say something in this video about everyone's mother. You know, depends on it because I have a couple friends that were actually done really fucked up, dirty shit by their mother. You know, and it took a while for them to forgive them. But you know what? I'm gonna go to an example with a topic to this topic. Eminem, aka Marshall Mathers, his mother like pretty much disowned him as a teenager because he wanted to pursue music and use his voice of a way to relate to people who go through the same fucking struggles in life. And that's a good way to explain it. If your mother or your father, you know, treats you very poorly, that's because either one, you deserved it, or they're just straight up bad parents. And I'm saying it like that because some parents are actually not fit to be parents. They should not be parents at all because your job as a parent is to guide, lecture, and properly raise your children to the best of your best abilities. And no parent's perfect because if every parent was perfect, this world would be a paradise.
That is
That is
100% true.
100% true.
You know, every parent does their best, and how they raise their children also ends up being the way they come out. You know, I'm not perfect. I have my misfaults. I have my misdeeds. But you know what? My daughter every day wakes up and gives me a hug. All my kids do. They say, I love you, Dad. They give me a hug. If they do something that I don't approve, I punish them. But I will not put hands on my kids because I don't want to put them through the same fucking traumas that I experienced as a child. I take stuff away or I ground them. And if that doesn't work, put your kids in military school.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
agree.
And if that
If you feel like as a person
You're
you're not
not
able
able
to
to
discipline
discipline
your
your
kids
kids
by
by
whooping
whooping
them
them
or they
or
just
they
don't
just don't
listen at
listen at
all,
all,
military
military
school is
school is
the
the
next
next
option.
option.
Yep.
Yeah, it
Yeah, it
sounds
sounds
harsh for
harsh
some
for some
people,
people,
but
but
think about
think
it.
about it.
You
You
tried
tried
in many
in
other
many other
ways to
ways
have
to
your
have
kid
your
to
kid to
listen,
listen,
and it
and
didn't
it
work.
didn't work.
Nope. Look at me, Sam. Look at me, John Wick. I'm 148.
I know, I saw. I was like, God damn. I just looked at the leaderboard and the
Mm-hmm.
thing. You have 48 million
Yep.
XP. I'm like, God damn.
I've just been grinding, man. But no, this is something that what's your opinion on that, John Wick?
What the discipline?
Yeah, the discipline part. There's different ways to discipline your kid. Like, I don't think like us as the generation. Like, I'm Generation X. Mischief's a millennial. I don't know if John Wick here is a millennial, but if you're gonna have children and you're gonna try to raise them and properly guide them and give them the wisdom and the lectures they need and the knowledge they need to live on their own, you have to not use violence, because violence, I'm gonna tell you, with me here, Mischief and Sam, it fucked us up. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Violence with children is not the way to go, because especially if they have hereditary genetics with schizophrenia and other mental illnesses, it can cause more harm than good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So grounding them, giving them discipline, putting them in like a group home or placement. I mean, what straightened me out as a kid was a camp called Mayhew. Mayhew is a camp for juvenile delinquents, and it's a military-based camp. And they leave you on an island at 12 years old with nothing but flint, a gun, and a crossbow, and a lighter. Hunt your own food, learn how to survive, learn how to cook, learn how to skin, learn how to cut all the shit out of the animals. And they put you through that from either 10 or 12, and then you go there till you're 17. And I'm telling you right now, I had a blast at that camp because I could stay up as much as I wanted beside a fucking lake. And then when I hit 13, they put me in Link Up, and Link Up was basically, oh, this time it's much harder. You're going to basically be 120 miles down the fucking Great Lake region in the middle of a wilderness, give you nothing but a map, and you have to find the way back with the map and a compass. Or, military school, or juvenile hall, or, placement. If you cannot control your child, those are the only options I can give you. And I think Mischief and John Wick here are going to agree with that.
Oh, definitely do.
So, does anybody know that this is a different subject with video games and other topics? Because this is what this YouTube's going to be: is video games. It's all around conversation talking. Uh, does anybody know that Eminem is going to be in Fortnite?
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
Yeah,
That's
yep.
disgusting.
That is disappointing, and yeah, I'm very disgusted.
Who got the rights to that?
Fortnite.
Like, Eminem gave him the rights?
No, Eminem literally got offered a shitload of money from them. Like, I think it was like $750 million to just perform an online concert as a like VR avatar, and put his character.
What Travis Scott did.
Yeah, basically, yeah, that, but way bigger. Like, it's gonna be a week-long concert event with every single song he's ever made.
That's crazy. I thought we were in debt.
Mm.
And we got this type of money.
Dude, I'm gonna say this right now. You want to talk about that now? Debt, bro. Debt is just a triangle scheme. I'm gonna explain it piece by piece, down detail, down detail. When countries say they're in debt, that's a crock and lying a rack of fucking bullshit. To be in debt, you would have to be able to not literally produce any products of nourishment, electronics, military components for hardware, guns, ammunition, etc. United States is like one of the most wealthiest countries on the fucking planet, and I'm not joking about that. Even Japan is like one of the most wealthiest countries on the planet because they have 13 times the population of the United States. So you think about that just right there. If the country was in so much debt, then they couldn't manufacture the plates to also print the money. Oh yeah, you never thought about it like that, did you? So if you look at how money is, money's fucking paper. Now,
Yeah.
eventually the world could go in debt because money is made from trees. Now, if you recycled all the paper from the freaking goddamn dumps and used that as a substitute instead of counting down trees, because trees is also our oxygen supply where, humans thrive on and breathe, yeah. Keep cutting those down by the time 2020, 2946, we're all going to be extinct. Straight facts, that's all I'm saying.
Hell,
I'm not
I'm
saying
not
that's the
saying that's the
best.
best.
is my shit in that word?
So if you think about debt, if a country's in debt, they cannot produce any product to their citizens, their public, their workers, the people that work jobs from a 9 to 5 or a salary paying job that gives you a yearly salary. If every country was in debt, they couldn't produce video games on a massive scale like this. They couldn't produce the computers. They couldn't produce all these products. Because you look, yeah, money is supposedly hard to come by. That's a crock of shit. Because if money is hard to come by, then why the fuck is everything fixed from COVID?
Yeah, I'm on the blood.
Besides the inflation and the cost of living, that's the only thing that has to be fixed. And that's straight facts all on about. Ah, fuck. Hold on.
No, that's good.
So you put those basically simple things that I'm trying to fucking not get shot here by that freaking thing. And talk about these subjects. So, you say, Mischief, and then we'll let John Wick here explain how he feels on that subject with debt.
Leave it.
The way I was talking about it. Like, do you agree with it? Is it a bunch of bullshit? Because the triangle, pyramid scheme bullshit is literally 100% fact. So, what's your opinion on that?
That's not gonna.
Yeah,
Yeah,
us
us
saying that
saying
our
that our
economy is
economy is
in
in
debt
debt
is
is
honestly
honestly
stupid.
stupid. Because, think about it. PlayStation and these companies, if we were so in debt, PlayStation Premium, I'm going to go here for an example, in Game Pass Ultimate. Game Pass Ultimate has literally over 150 monthly membership users. If they have 150 million people just using Game Pass a month for $15, I'm going to grab my calculator real quick because I am not going to do that in my head. Okay. Calculator, where are you?
Don't.
Calculator. 150.
Yeah, I do.
150 million times 15. They are making a month, okay, $2.2 billion.
No, baby.
Right there. So if we put 2.2, okay, and then put some zeros on that.
Get what?
Times 12, they are making 27 trillion a year.
You're too heavy for me.
That's just Xbox. And PlayStation is roughly about 25, 26 trillion a year with a PlayStation Plus premium. They are not in debt. They are lying to your fucking face. They are lying to the consumers. That right there, when I literally pulled out my phone, did the math, did all the fucking people that pay for this monthly bullshit, that right there makes them trillionaires. Because Xbox has 150 million players worldwide. PlayStation has roughly around that same amount. So you do the math, and they're shutting down Xbox Live soon. It will be happening next year. It's been announced by Phil Spencer because their consumer base is just using Game Pass. So what's your opinion on that, John Wick? With supposedly, oh, we're in debt with that typical way I explained it.
To be honest, I'm speechless. You actually opened my eyes now. Crazy part.
I mean, it's just basic numbers and knowing how the freaking industry works. You know, you think about it, they've already sold, and they still have people on Xbox One, and that's why I want to say this, because this is where it really gets into fucking opening your eyes. There is about 80 billion people that have bought an Xbox Series. Is that not 80 billion? There's not even that many people on the planet. There's 80 million people that have bought a Series X and S. So put those combination between those two consoles. Same thing with the digital PS5 and PS5 with the disc tray. Then you take the PS4, because there's like 3 people in my clan that on PlayStation that have PS4s. So if they have the same amount of numbers roughly between a couple different million, like 1 or 2 million, and they're doing that PlayStation Plus Premium now, and everyone usually uses that. PlayStation Plus Premium is $18 a month because you get all the backwards compatibility games. You can play them on disc or through the cloud. And you don't have to buy all the old games you remember playing from PS3 and PS4. So they're giving you a huge ass fucking library, and you get to play PS2 games like Twisted Metal 2, PS1 games Twisted Metal. That right there, knowing they're adding their old concept of games, I mean, next year they're going to be putting Crash Bandicoot 1 and Crash Bandicoot 2 and Spyro 1 and 2 on PlayStation Plus Premium. And then within 2024 in April, they're going to be including EA Plus and freaking Ubisoft Plus and Game Pass Ultimate and PlayStation Plus Premium. And that's going to even jump it up to like probably $25 to probably $20 a month. Daddy. So then they're just going to be making more.
Daddy?
Huh?
What are you watching?
So what do you think about it now, John Wick and Mischief?
What are you watching?
Countries saying that they are in debt is just a scam.
Yep. It's a scam to get more resources and con their way of getting more resources from other countries, like medicine, herbs, coffee, natural resources that the human body literally flourishes on. And I'm not talking about a video game console. I'm talking about nutrients, food, meat, beef, pork, chicken, poultry, those things. Those things are the reason why, oil. Can't forget oil, can't forget gasoline, can't forget certain materials like metals and ores.
Daddy?
That's a crock of shit. Because I'm going to prove something else right now.
What are you watching?
So, with oil, does anybody know that oil's been around before the dinosaurs?
It's kind of
Oil has been proven, but here's the thing. They took it down off the Discovery Channel and the National Geographic and the History Channel. Oil has been proven to be everywhere in the fucking planet. Every country has a natural unlimited resource of oil because of what the dinosaurs' meat and bones were extremely filled with for the natural components and materials that make oil. And they're still finding new species of dinosaurs still to this day. So if oil is such a problem and they're finding oil underground, underwater by using highly expensive military drills, it's just another scam. Just another fucking scam. And all they're doing is fighting over these resources like a bunch of fucking girls on their period. Food is very easy to reproduce. You think about how the government and all these major corporations could benefit the society of the human population. I'll tell you, simply by buying out small plots of land like 30 acres, they could turn those into food banks. By using greenhouses and freaking solar energy, By using the government's money and their own money, they could fund the international produce stores like Market Basket, Hannaford, Shaw's, Walmart, Whole Foods, Shop and Stop. These places could be funded by the government to change world hunger in the United States and other countries, but they don't. They're selfish. They're greedy. They don't give a fuck about anything about their consumers. They don't give a fuck about their own citizens. This is what is wrong with the world. It is all focused around a lie and
I told you not
greed.
to follow me.
But before we enter this video, I want to hear Mischief, my homeboy, and my homeboy John
Get
Wick's
out of here.
thoughts
Your
on
father's
this.
got the whole kitchen smelling like a cat and a cigarette. Burned all at once.
Alright, I just got off of a phone call.
John, your phone's going off. Probably Amanda.
So, what's your thoughts on this? Because I got to end this video real quick.
Alright.
Oh my god.
I wasn't paying attention because I was on the phone.
I'll let freaking John Wick do it. What's your opinion on this, Wick?
Oh, it's my phone.
Not really good at this opinion, man.
I'm coming.
Give us more of a detail because you got a 4-minute window.
Look, give me the subject again.
It's talking about how the government could be with the oil, with it's a scam, and how they could buy small pieces of land like 30 acres and use that as food banks by making greenhouses that run on solar energy to stop world hunger. Simple things like that. But they
Things
won't.
like that. I think we can go more simple than that.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Simple things like that people could do, you know. But I'm going to cut this one short, guys. I will be doing another video in about 20 to 30 minutes with Sam Wick here, aka John Wick and Mischief. I got to go pick up my wife. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you guys have an awesome Christmas. My boy here is getting pissed. But I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season. I hope you guys have plenty of joy and prosperity. See you guys in the next one. Don't eat too much chocolate because you'll get the Hershey squirts.